So girls, this is a quick video about the question system. So the questions have been put into the chat, and also you will have these yourself. If you haven't, then please speak to your mentor. But basically, this is a system where it literally helps your customer tell you that they can afford the products. Okay, so when someone actually messages you at the moment, what you might be doing is saying, oh, you know, what is it that you're interested in? And then they'll basically ask you about the packages, and you'll tell them, and you're already telling them how much that they should be spending. Whereas this is going to break it down, so they're going to tell you how much they can afford, and then how much they're spending on things they don't need that won't be on the plan. So it's a win. Okay, so first of all, so there's 8 questions, and I like to choose between like 3 and 5 questions, depending on who I'm speaking to. If somebody's not very chatty, you probably don't want to, you know, ask too many questions. You just want to get straight to the point, and you'll usually get a feel for it. So question number 1 is the most important, and what you must ask everybody. So when someone messages you and says, oh, hey, hon, can you please tell me about the products? You can say to them, sure, but just before I do, please can you tell me what your top 3 health goals are so I can recommend the best package for you? And then they'll say, okay, cool, so I want to have more energy, I want to lose weight, and I want to feel more confident. Okay, so then you can say what you need to do then is repeat their language back to them. So you say, okay, cool, so you want to drop weight, you want to gain more confidence, and you want to have more energy. Cool, I think I've got a perfect package for you. Just before I recommend anything to you, I've just got a couple of questions. So what stops you from reaching your goals? Question number 2. And what are your struggles? And then they'll say something like, so I always snack, I don't eat breakfast, and then I binge in the afternoon. And then you can say, okay, great, thank you so much for sharing. I've got a few things that I could recommend for you, which is going to help you with those struggles of snacking in the afternoon, binging, and feeling like you haven't got any energy. So just a couple more questions. What do you have for breakfast at the moment? If they haven't already told you, if they haven't already told you that they don't have breakfast, you can say, you know, what do you have for breakfast? And then you could say, okay, well, I've actually got something for you, because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So it's quick, fast, easy, and it's going to help you reach your goals. For things to change, excuse me, sometimes we have to change things, and this is a great way for you to get those results. And then I'll pick one of the other questions. I sometimes ask, how many portions of fruits and veg do you get a day? And you can usually get a feel whether people are healthy or not. And if they say 0, then you can say, well, I've definitely got a product that's going to help you, because if you're not getting any fruit and veg, there's no wonder that you're not having any energy right now. So, okay. And then you can say, the last thing that I just need to know is, how much can you afford to spend to reach your goals per day? And this is the kind of like crunch, because then you ask them 1 to 3, 3 to 5, or 5 to 7 pounds a day. They'll then come back to you, and for example, if they said 3 to 5, you'll say, okay, thank you so much. And then you'll say, okay, and you'll say this, you'll write this out to them. So 4 times 30, because you pick less days of the month. So 4 times 30 is 120. So they've basically told you that they can afford £120 a month. And then you can say, okay, cool, you've told me that you can afford £120 per month, which is £4 a day. And then just finally, how much do you spend on the following? Fizzy drinks, takeaways, alcohol, cigarettes, crisps, cakes, sweets, biscuits, chocolate, takeouts, coffees, chewing gum, pizza, meal deals. And I can guarantee you that nobody will come back and spend less than a tenner a week on those things. And then you can say to them, okay, cool, so at the moment you're spending £10 a week on things that are making you feel fat, sick, and tired. We're going to eliminate these out of your plan, because they're empty calories, you're not going to need them. So actually you've got an additional £40 a month to spend on products. So with that in mind, I'm going to recommend you a couple of packages that fit your budget. So you can either say that, or you can say, okay, great, so there's actually £40 there that you can kind of take off the money that you're going to be spending. So actually you will only be spending an extra £80 a month, which is a lot less than £4 a day. How does that sound? And they'll be like, oh yeah, that's great, actually you're saving me money, brilliant. So then you can recommend them a package. Whereas if you start out by saying, okay, cool, so these are the products, the shakes cost $34.75 a month, they might go, oh, I can't afford that. And if you say to them, yeah, with the premium capsules, it's £98 a month, they'll go, definitely can't afford that. But they just told you there that they've got £120 to spend. So it's a really good way for you to put it into their hands and for you to basically know what they can afford. Because actually, if you're not finding out what they can afford, then what can we work with? They might be somebody who's super poor and can only afford the boosters or berries, or they might be someone that's rolling in money, drives a Bentley, has horses, 10 properties, and can afford all the products in full. So you just never know. So it's really important to ask. So that is the question system, and it's that simple. I use that categorically every time someone comes to me, and like 9 times out of 10, they will either place the order or they'll say, okay, cool, my payday is on such and such a day. I'd like to order on like the 22nd. And then I say, okay, cool. So because they might say, oh, I can't afford it. And then I'll just say to them, I'm not sure if you're aware, but we actually have a business opportunity or a plan B income opportunity for you to be able to earn money while you're getting healthy. It might not be for you, but if you're struggling for money, this is a really good way to get healthy and earn money at the same time. Everybody needs fruit and vegetables and everybody wants to be healthy. Like if you can think of 3 to 5 people right now that you think want to lose weight, be more healthier, or earn some extra money, then this could be a perfect opportunity that's very part-time if you want it to be. You can work it around your current commitments and it can fit in around what you're already doing. And they go, oh, okay, cool. Well, and then you can say, if I sent you a video, would you watch it? And they'll say, yeah. And you can send them a video and then ask them what they liked about it. So there's so many questions for you to have a look at. There's so much info. I hope that's helped. That's super fast training. Has anyone got any questions? I was literally just reading some points there. Has anyone got any questions? Does it sound cool? Like, okay, cool.
Hi, Mills. It's just me.
Hi, Sam. How are you?
No, I just want to say that when I first joined, you did this to me.
Yeah.
And first I said like, oh yeah, thank you, like I really appreciate it, and I didn't go with it, but I clearly did in the end. I didn't go with that at the time, but it was always in my head, like every time I went to buy a takeaway and didn't because that was on the plan, and I thought, actually that's how much I've just saved, like 30 quid there. I could have got shakes, and I just put it in, and then 2 weeks later I bought them anyway. But it makes the person think and put value to it as well, rather than just an extra direct debit.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, like with it, it's also like it's a really nice feeling, because like a lot of people will just go, right, I'm going to try and make this person buy the biggest package, but actually it makes the customer feel like you're not just trying to sell them everything. You're trying to actually fit what we can into their budget to help them get results. And really at the end of the day, you don't want to like be making someone feel really pushed to the end of their budget. You want to like give them something that they can actually afford, with the sights of adding things on and upgrading them. And then obviously if you're looking after your customers really well and you're retaining them because you're giving them value and checking in, and they're getting great results with the products, and we share what we're doing, that I tell everyone I've been on the products for 8 years and I wouldn't be without them. And so people go, oh, can you stay on them for that long? And I'm like, I'll stay on them forever. Like, I feel so great, why would I stop? So it's just about just helping people see what they can afford, and then just giving them the right package for them. Cool. I hope that helps.
Millie, will you be able to you sent it to me ages ago, will you be able to send that message? You might have already said it, I might have missed it at the beginning. Will you be able to send the message where it has everything on that you normally send, like the fizzy drinks and all that stuff? The questionnaire questions.
Yeah.
And I'll send it to the Academy girls as well.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, girls. So